Well, just look outside your window. So, this is a lost Slipknot album, kinda. This was recording during the All Hope Is Gone days by four of the members. Of course, not three, because Sid Wilson got fired from the band. Thanks, Corey. But of course, I want to really talk about Look Outside Your Window and give it a proper review. Now, I did do a review for this one last time, but well, I was trying something new where it would just be the audio. People did not like that, so you have my apologies for that one. So I wanted to really focus on this album and really talk about my thoughts on it, as well as some of my favorite songs. Now, we've actually known about this album since 2019, but it was being worked on, I think, since really 2008, maybe even earlier. There's a lot of songs that were left on a cutting room floor after All Hope Is Gone released, the band's fourth album, and there were murmurs about it being released in 2019, but nothing really ever came to fruition. And over the years, they kept saying it would release, but no, things never happened. That is until this year that Look Outside Your Window officially released. And is it good? Is it bad? Is it okay? Personally, I think it's pretty good. This was one of my favorite releases from, well, I can't say band, but this is one of my favorite releases from them, and I really did enjoy it. There's a lot of wonderful songs on this one. Personally, my favorites are Martha, Dirge, and Juliet. But then there's some songs that are really just kind of meh on your hand, such as, well, Christina and that last song whose name I forget. I think it was like You Can't Stop This or something. It's just kind of a really dumb song name. But I guess one of my thoughts on the album, is it good? Do I recommend it? How does it compare to other Slipknot albums? Well, I did like this one for the most part, but I do feel a lot of people could be disappointed with this one, especially since it's not really a Slipknot sound. It's something else that isn't Slipknot, and I know this could be controversial to quite a few people actually. Well, personally, I did enjoy the album. I do know that not everyone will. In fact, there's been quite a lot of people who've been disappointed with the band since they want more stuff like Iowa. I don't think they mean it in terms of mental health, but I think they mean it in heaviness of the sound. But I would recommend this album. I think it's a really good starting album for the band, or whoever is getting into the band. It's definitely an out there sound. If I had to describe it, it really does feel like it could be something like The End So Far, or Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat, with just kind of a different sound that no one really would have assumed that the band would have done. Which I also know it's led to some controversy with this album, because a lot of people were disappointed with it, and a lot of people were running out of patience, because the band did say that they were going to release this album, and we kept getting delays and delays. As for how it compares to other albums, I personally think this sounds, I feel like it fits well with The End So Far, or Make, Feed, Kill, Repeat, with its tone. It's not aggressive with how it sounds, but it's also not like an overly soft album. There's some heavy stuff on this one, but doesn't really feel like a Slipknot album. Not something that what we would have been expecting. Now, Slipknot doing softer music is no surprise. They've kind of been doing that since, well, for quite a while at this point. But I think this was something new for people to see too. Now, I do love this one, and I will honestly say I actually really did like it more than You're Not Your Kind and The End So Far. And actually kind of great chapter 2. But compared to the earlier work, I think their earlier stuff was much better. Now, this was an interesting album because we did get to see some really interesting stuff heard about this album. For instance, there were some songs that, well, there was like I think 2 songs that didn't see the light before this album dropped. Till We Die and Juliet had, well, Till We Die was on All Hope Is Gone, but I think Juliet got a version in like a movie credits or so. I could be wrong about that, but it was nice getting to realize that, oh, these 2 songs were supposed to be off the sound, and I can kind of see that with a lot of other songs too. Like, All Hope Is Gone felt like a mix between like Slipknot's heavier sound and it also more softer sound, and I do like that. I feel like it was a great blend of music, and I feel like this one's just more of that softer sound too. And it's very unfortunate that we didn't see this one until years later, and it's also unfortunate too that Sid isn't with the band to really celebrate this anymore. Who knows if there'll be more lost music to be released. I would love to see that, but I'd also like to see the other band members kind of get their own credit too. But I do recommend this album. I thought it was a really good album for the most part. There's a few duds on it, but I think for the most part, it's an album I would go back and listen to again. But that's all I really have to say for this one. So of course, thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful night. I will of course be back next time with a new video. Peace out.